What's up, YouTube? Sports Addicts here. This is our first YouTube video that we're going to make, and it's going to be an NFL prediction video. And yeah, so with me I have a friend of mine. His name's Jason, and he's in the Skype call with me. Say hi.
What's up?
So we're both Seattle fans, but we're trying to make this NFL bracket not biased. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start in the AFC first. We got the Steelers and Dolphins. Who do you think's gonna pull out the win in this one? Now you saw Miami win in the regular season, but this is the playoffs with Pittsburgh winning what was it, 5 straight?
Yeah.
So do you think the Steelers are gonna win or the Dolphins?
I think Pittsburgh got this, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami kept it close.
Yeah, I think that the Steelers are just the hotter team right now. I think they're just more complete, I feel. Even though Miami, I feel like they barely got in the playoffs. No one expected them to be in the playoffs. Ryan Tannehill got injured. Everyone's like, okay, there goes the playoff chances. But somehow they just made it in. Don't ask. They just made it in. So they're set to verse the Chiefs in the divisional round, according to me and Jason. Now, obviously, the game that is considered a joke to a lot of people, but the Texans and Raiders, who do you have in that one?
That's tough, actually. I mean, you got two teams with no quarterbacks, but I'd probably roll with the Texans because the Texans have played in the playoffs last year, and the Raiders, I mean, I just don't trust the backup quarterback they have. I don't even think he's played, consistently at all, ever in his career, so.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of rolling with the Texans on this one, too. It was a hard choice. I'm thinking Raiders might pull this one out. Connor Cook, he actually looked okay the time he played, but against a Texan defense like that, and it's in Houston, on top of that, I just feel like that Oakland does not have enough pieces to get their offense rolling. So I'm going to have them, me and Jason are going to have them versing the New England Patriots in the divisional round. Okay, so let's go with the NFC. The 3 and 6 seed. Detroit Lions at Seattle. Who you got in that one? Now, we've seen Seattle struggle, but, what are you rolling with?
Like, my heart wants to go with Seattle, but I know Matthew Stafford is a quarterback that likes to go deep, go big, and without Earl Thomas, handling the defense back there, it's tough to determine who wins, but since Seattle's at home, and the Lions defense isn't that good either, probably go with Seattle, but I don't think it's going to be the usual blowout.
Yeah, I think I got Seattle on this one, but I think it'll be somewhat close. I like Seattle at home. That definitely helps. They're one of the better teams at home, obviously. The teams that they've lost at home were the Cardinals, and they're not in the playoffs this year, so yeah, I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks in this one. I think they'll pull it out, but I'm not sure how much they're going to pull it out by, but I think they'll win. Okay, so probably the most interesting wild card match we got. It's at Green Bay, and the Giants are taking them on in Lambeau Field. So what do you think about this match?
This is the hardest game to call, in my opinion. And, I don't know, honestly. I would assume Green Bay wins, but I've seen Eli Manning pull off some, absolutely stunning upsets before, so I lean Green Bay because they've won 6 in a row, and Rodgers is on a hot streak, but I would not be surprised if Eli Manning pulls off another upset.
I can see where you're coming from, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. Remember, it's at Green Bay, and that's a really hard place to win at, one of the tougher stadiums to win at, and including their 6-game winning streak. Everyone can say, you can make the case, playoffs slow you down, or playoffs a different atmosphere. Sure, but you're talking about you have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, an MVP candidate, that's thrown for 18 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in the last 5 games, was it? A statistic like that. I know New York defense is amazing. The best in the league right now, according to statistics since week 6. But, I think it will be a back and forth battle, but I think Green Bay will probably pull it out. Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. I'm going to go with Green Bay. If the Giants, if they did win, would you take them over the Cowboys in the divisional?
Yes, I would.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to the AFC. The Patriots and Texans. I don't think there's too much to talk about here. There really isn't. If you look at the Patriots, they're just one of the hotter teams right now, as well as the Packers. But they're at home, and it's the Texans who don't have a great quarterback. This is just like a free win to the Patriots, honestly. Now I think there will be moments to where, Tom Brady will get hit a few times, but ultimately I think the Patriots will take it. I mean, is there anything else to add to that? Because I honestly don't. I can't think of anything. What do you think?
I agree with everything you say. I mean, it's unfortunate for the Texans, but Patriots are going to take this one pretty easily.
Okay, so this is, just like, the Giants and Packers, the Steelers and Chiefs can go, back and forth. Obviously, if the Steelers beat the Dolphins, they got the momentum. The Chiefs are coming off a bye week. Things are slowed down possibly for them. It is at Kansas City, which helps them a lot. Another hard place to win at. But you've seen over the course of the season, teams like the Titans have beaten them there. So, what do you think of this one? Do you think the Steelers can pull it out?
No, I don't think they can. Steelers are great, but I feel like their defense is gonna hold them back, and I don't know, we've seen the Steelers, collapse in the regular season a lot, and I feel like I just don't trust them enough to win consistently.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs in this one. I think they're the most complete team in the AFC, to be honest, in terms of, just well-rounded. Name one thing, and, they're good at it. So, I like the Steelers too, but it's just like, I feel that the Steelers, you don't know how their offense is like. They're pretty inconsistent. If they can click with Le'Veon Bell getting over 150 rushing yards, or Antonio Brown with 150 receiving yards, and Roethlisberger with 3 touchdown passes, they can win, but you're asking for a lot. And a team like Kansas City, they're going to slow you down. So I got the Chiefs winning that. Okay, on to the NFC. This is where it gets a little interesting. Green Bay at Dallas. What do you make of it?
Green Bay.
You got Green Bay?
Yes.
I would never expect you to say something like that, because, you consider Elliott to be the best running back, with one of the best, if not the best, O-line in the league. I'm going to have to take Dallas, I just feel that, coming off a bye week, sure, you're going up against Aaron Rodgers, but Green Bay's defense is just not that good.
Yeah, I agree, but it's not like the Cowboys, have a fantastic defense.
Well, they don't have a fantastic defense, but I think they have a better defense than Green Bay's defense. In terms of, Green Bay defense, how many players have gotten injured on their team. considering Cowboys to be one of the hottest teams, if not the best team in the NFL, you look at them and you see, their only 2 losses come from the Giants, and they're both, within a touchdown deficit. The first week was a 1-point loss. So, I don't know if I can take the Packers in this one, to be honest. I like the Cowboys more, considering how they're in Dallas as well. If they're in Green Bay, I probably would have taken them, but I can't trust Green Bay defense right now. I can trust them against the Giants, but the Giants are a really good defensive team, so I feel like someone's going to get banged up, and that's just going to allow the the Cowboys to do the cleaning up, So I'm going to take the Cowboys, but we'll get back to the Packers in a sec. I'm going to ask you a question regarding about the Packers soon. Okay, now this one, Atlanta, Seattle. It's at Atlanta. I think Atlanta's going to pull it out. I'm a Seattle fan, but like we said, we're trying to be not biased, and, if we were, then we would have had Seattle winning the Super Bowl. I don't think that's going to happen this year, although I hope it does. Seattle's a great team. Yeah, that's true. Atlanta is one of the worst teams when it comes to allowing points per game, which can open up some hope for Seattle in terms of scoring. And on defense, they might, shut down Julio Jones. But when you just look at Matt Ryan and the Atlanta offense, I think the Atlanta offense is a bit better than Seattle offense. It just comes down to who's going to score more points. It's at Atlanta, too. So Seattle, obviously, they don't play as good as on the road as they do at home. So I'm going to take Atlanta. What do you think?
I completely agree with you. Matt Ryan and that offense is just, too explosive. And especially without Earl Thomas, I just don't see how Seattle can pull it off, especially since they're not even playing at home.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta make this quick. We only got 3 minutes left. Because Patriots, Chiefs, I think it's a repeat of last year's divisional. I think the Patriots are going to pull it out. Sure, they lost Gronk, but, to be honest, that system and Tom Brady, I just personally think that, the Patriots are, probably the best team right now. Anything to add on that? Anything short?
No, not really. Actually, I gotta be honest, I have a feeling the Chiefs can upset. I'm not gonna say they will, but
they can. No, they can. I think the Steelers and Chiefs, the 2 teams that can threaten the Patriots, but I think the Patriots will still win. Okay, so let's say Green Bay was there. Green Bay and Atlanta. Who would you take in that one?
Atlanta.
So you're thinking it's gonna be a New England Atlanta Super Bowl?
I
gotta go quick when we got a minute and a half.
Yes.
Okay, so New England Atlanta Super Bowl. According to me, I think the Cowboys will beat the Falcons. Like I said before, the Falcons have not that good of a defense. And yes, rookies make it to the Super Bowl. Do you think I want that to happen? No. I want Seattle to make it. I want Green Bay to make it over them. Green Bay was my Super Bowl pick before this year. I think Dallas will make it. I think they can take down the Packers, and I think they can take down a struggling Atlanta defense, allowing one of the most points average in the NFL. You're talking about the Cowboys with one of the best offenses in the league, and Atlanta with one of the worst defenses in the league. Dallas defense is okay, but the thing with the defense is, with the offense is they use all the clock. So Dallas is gonna have the ball most of the time. I got Dallas. So Super Bowl, Super Bowl 51 in Texas, or Houston. Patriots and Cowboys. I'm gonna take Patriots. I think they're gonna win it all. I think they're just the better team with more experience, obviously. Better quarterback, better coaching staff. They're just the team that I feel that is probably gonna win this. If I just think they're gonna win this. It's. What do you think? We only got 20 seconds, so.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So we got the New England Patriots over the Dallas Cowboys for Super Bowl 51. Tom Brady, he's going to win another Super Bowl ring. And yeah, that's all for our first video. We'll come with more, so keep in check.